brother sent an email saying, I've taken a loan from my siblings. It will take me about 4 years to pay it off. Can I perform Hajj before that? First of all, Hajj is an obligation. It's a fard. It's a pillar of Islam once in a lifetime. If you want to increase more, alhamdulillah, but this is voluntary. Secondly, Allah Azza wa Jal stated that this obligation of Hajj once in a lifetime is upon those who can afford it financially and physically. Thirdly, the Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that when a person is martyred in the cause of Allah, all of his sins are forgiven, with the exception of his debts. These are not forgiven. He has to pay them on the Day of Judgment to the debtors. From these evidences and hadith, we learn that a person who's going for Hajj for the first time in his life, which is a pillar of Islam, this is not mandatory upon him if he has a loan to pay off. One would say, why? We say because Allah, the Almighty, is the one who told us that Hajj is not obligatory upon you except if you are capable financially and physically. And this person is not. Therefore, if you who want to go to Hajj, if you want reward from Allah Azza wa Jal, then let it be known that paying off your debts to others is more rewardable at the side of Allah than performing Hajj. So this is what you want to do. What is it that you want? Is it reward or just to satisfy yourself? If it's to satisfy yourself, then you're asking the wrong person. If it is to please Allah Azza wa Jal and to gain reward, in this case, pay off your debt first. And this is where a lot of the Muslims take the wrong turn. When they want to do a form of worship, but they have to, in order to do this, bend some rules or even break them. So you get a woman wanting to go to Hajj, and she says, Sheikh, I have sufficient money and funding to go for Hajj. I'm a rich woman and I'm healthy, but I don't have a mahram, a male man who's related to me, a mahram who can accompany me for Hajj. So we say, you're not permitted to go. She said, Sheikh, I'm booking for next season's Hajj and I'm going to make Hajj without a mahram. So I said, well, this is not my problem, this is your problem. She said, I want to please Allah. And I say to her, no. By what you're doing, you are pleasing your desires and self rather than pleasing Allah, because Allah is pleased when you do not disobey Him, and going to Hajj without a mahram is disobeying Him. But no one listens. Likewise, for you, when you have this debt, pay it off. Now, the exception would be if your debt given to them over the next 4 years is on installments. So your agreement with them is to pay them an X amount of money every month. And your salary is sufficient and it's ongoing. And by going to Hajj and coming back, the monthly payment are on time. In this case, there's no problem for you to go for Hajj. This would be accepted. Yet I would recommend that even though you don't go and you try to collect the money of the Hajj, which might mount to 2 or 3 monthly installments, and give it to the people who own it, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.